It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Buccaneers and the Eagles on Thursday night primetime.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 13th NFL season now. It's Matthew Stafford.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. The numbers for Sanders last week: 18 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On first down, it's Stafford. It's complete to Hopkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now it's Stafford. Complete to Washington. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Throwing again is Stafford. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, They just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led by a 3-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season. It's Deshaun Watson. And they'll run the option to start the drive. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Henry out of the pistol. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now it's Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A handoff, running left, Henry. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. Completes it to Samuel. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jack Doyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And he had no room to run. He's tackled down inside the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Stafford on the screen. This is Edmonds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Clock running. The Bucs trying to go quickly and get set.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. That's caught. It's James Washington. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
Partner, took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. A strong running. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. And that one complete once again to Higgins.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Stafford looks to throw again. And the catch made by Hopkins. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 6 yards left on 2nd down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A man from the capital of Pennsylvania, Harrisburg. This is Chase Edmonds. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 43 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Derrick Henry. powers through him. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Off the option, here's Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. And they get the guard, Marcus Cannon. Now Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. Being chased out left. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Henry again. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Henry. And this time he is in. Derrick Henry. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, They put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. From the 31, Stafford. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run on first down. Edmonds evades him at the 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll come up now on second and a yard. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On second and 1, Stafford. And this one too low. Chase Edmonds, the man he was looking for. And it's third and short. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And the Buccaneers are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on third and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Stafford now to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw out and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right?
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. To the air again, Stafford.
They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
Touchdown! It's complete. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they...
YBN want a thing up.